This is Vote for the Music, the Eurovision podcast.
Welcome back to Vote for the Music, the Eurovision podcast. I'm Benjamin Windybank.
And I'm Tadeusz.
And welcome to our Quickfire reviews, our new series looking at the released songs from Junior Eurovision 2024 in Nice on the 26th of November and giving our quick-fire thoughts on them. Now, these are just initial reactions, so our opinions may change. This is just what we think right off the back after hearing it just a couple of times.
The Dutch have decided, and Sep and Jasmijn are going to represent them in Nice with Holding On To You.
This is to music first, always.
We are unstoppable.
Open the frontiers to make people meet people.
Music is not fireworks. Music is feeling.
You're good to go.
Thank you, vote for the music!
This is Vote for the Music, the Eurovision podcast.
So yes, Holding On For You by Sep and Jasmijn has won Junior Song Festival, which is the Dutch Junior Eurovision selection. It's been the favourite pretty much from the start. It's a bit of a techno banger with a boy and a girl singing about holding on to each other, presumably. And yeah, there's a big amount of hype about this in the fandom right now. Could it be a potential winner? Could it do very well? We'll have to wait and see.
Now, let's have a listen to the song. Holding On To You is a very paradoxical song. On one hand, it has a very interesting theme which very quickly caught my attention. On the other, it is a Dutch song like any Dutch song. A very simple dance pop with the not very surprising composition.
But this is very different to anything the Netherlands have really entered. It's very different to anything you really hear in Junior Eurovision at all. It's sort of got that techno dubstep style from about 10 years ago, which to adult listeners might be a bit dated because it's not quite in the nostalgia realm yet. About 2011, 2012, 2013 isn't quite old enough. But for children, I mean, never heard anything like this before. It's brand new. So it could do very well in the votes in that regard, to the point where it's not going to sound dated to people who haven't really been around when that happened, because some weren't even born, some were just babies. So yeah, I think this style could work very well because no one is going to enter anything like it.
That is true. There is something different to the song. It has sort of the soft, very delicate feeling to it. The recent Dutch entries were all like, let's have a arty, big time, a great fun. This time we have a song that sounds more sentimental. Teenage love is the topic that isn't new to Junior Eurovision. However, this time it was approached a little different. I would say closer to the modern sensitivity, with more doubt and uncertainty. We hear the characters that are shy and not sure about their future or their feelings. Now, this is a very interesting approach and perhaps more honest than Art Love at First Sight. So I believe this theme is going to connect with a lot of people. I found myself quite captured by it from the first time I heard about the song.
Yes, well, from the Junior Song Festival National Final performance, it does look like they're going very much with the party feel again in staging. There's a lot of kids jumping up and down there. There's a girl behind them on DJ decks. As Petra Murdy says, this gives the Eurovision song a cutting edge when in reality it's 30 years old. That was quite a while ago now, so maybe 40 years old. But yeah, they are going for that style staging-wise, but maybe they'll change that for Nice. I doubt it. We'll see.
So another Dutch party. Now, this isn't surprising, however, this is something that may not work for Netherlands this time, as the song is in essence very different from the ones they usually do, and perhaps it will come as dishonest. or perhaps it will attract the audience once again as many times before. One thing I would very much like to mention are both young singers, Sep and Jasmijn. Their voices sound very similarly, which is an interesting dichotomy, and I really wonder how it is going to appeal to the audience. I think there is something very unique in this attention grabbing, I would say.
So when it comes to the staging then, how best do you think they should handle it if they were going to change it from the generic sort of partying DJ decks type thing?
Since the song is about the connection being born between two people, I think they should, both singers should be kept separated for the most of the song, occupying different parts on the stage and only coming together at the end, as well as coming closer together during a refrain for the dance breaks, which, let's be honest, are going to be there, if for nothing else, then because it's the Netherlands.
So overall, I'm warm on this, but I don't quite see the hype in the way a lot of other people do, because a lot of people are saying potential winner here. And to me, this sounds 3rd, 4th, 5th place, maybe. I think the staging is going to let it down. I think it's going to be hard to get across the techno sort of dubstep sound on stage. We know a lot of sort of DJ songs like this at Eurovision in the main contest have fallen really flat on stage. Just look at Halo in 2022. Even though it sounds great in studio, it could potentially be a recipe for disaster and disappointment. At its best, though, I think 3rd, 4th, 5th place is likely what you're going to get.
While the song is a step up from what we've seen in from Netherlands in recent years, at least in my opinion, this is still not what I would like to see from Netherlands at Junior Eurovision. So my rating, while I'm more positive and some ratings I gave in the past, is still going to be a very restricted 5.25 out of 10 for Holding On To You.
Yeah, I agree, that kind of thing. I'd probably give 5.5, maybe a 6 at a push. I think it's fine. It's better than average. It's certainly listenable. It's not annoying. It's just that I think it's nothing particularly special in the way others do. That's just my view on it. And I think out of the 3 entries that we've got, I think it's the weakest. I would probably go with a 5.5 out of 10 for the Netherlands.
Right, so that would be it for us this time. Remember to follow us on Apple Podcast, Amazon Podcast, or subscribe on YouTube, and please keep voting for the music.
This is Vote for the Music, the Eurovision podcast.